Welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe and comment. How y'all doing? If you seeing me in the same outfit, it is the same night. I am about to show you how to make turmeric and kojic acid soap from scratch using raw materials that is safe to use on skin, but you have to, it's a tedious process, so you have to have goggles, you have to have gloves, thermometer, you have to weigh the material, you're going to have a fat and oil and additives. You're going to have to test the pH because any soap and you use it for your skin has to be tested. But this is it's still a simple, easy way, a basic recipe, but it is more professional. You're not using melt and pour, and this takes 4 to 6 weeks to cure. So if you like these type of videos, I will be coming out with another video about melt and pour. I already showed you the video that I bought this material from Amazon, but it was a failure. I felt like it just will be used for essential oils or fragrance oils, but no additives like powders or oils. It did not work. So this video is a proficient making soap from scratch, and let's get to this process. So please like and subscribe and comment, and I hope you like this video. And also, I will give all the measurements and the recipe in the description box for this recipe, and I'm going to show you all the materials that you need. So I'm going to list it, and I'm going to list some of them where I got them from, but I will give you all the rest of the measurements in the description box if I don't give all the measurements in the video. So let's get to this video, and I hope guys, for the material you're going to need for this soap, this is a face turmeric and kojic acid soap. The first items you're going to need, which is your butter. You can use, it's optional to change it in this recipe, but I use shea butter and Kojic butter because I didn't have coconut butter. So I had changes for 2 ounces calendula butter and then shea butter 4 ounces. You're going to need that. You're going to have to weigh all your material so it can equal out. This is my distilled water. You do not want to use regular water or regular faucet water. You want to always use distilled water in skincare products, which is, this is 12.9 ounces. Then I have my castor oil, which is 5 ounces. I think this is castor oil, or it could be 4. I will put all the measurements in the description box. This is my coconut oil, which I needed 9 ounces. You're going to need olive oil, or you could substitute any butters or oils you want. This is 10 ounces. Now this is where the gloves and the goggles come from, is the lye. This is sodium hydroxide. You do not want to get this on your skin or your eyes. It will burn you. But you need I got 4.2 ounces of that. And then for my last oil is avocado oil. I have 1 ounce, and then I have calendula oil, which is 3 ounces because I did not have 4 ounces of avocado. So that's my oils and my ingredients, which is my turmeric and kojic acid, and I'm gonna use niacinamide, but I'm gonna use 1%. And I'm going to use my preservative of choice. Because you're going to want to put a preservative in it at the end. And I'm going to use sodium lactate, 2% of sodium lactate. And I'm going to use 0.2% of my preservative. And I'm going to use vitamin E. So these is the items that I'm going to use to make it. That's what you need. And you're going to need some gloves, you're going to need your pot, and you're going to need a double boiler in your mold. At the end of the video, you're going to need a whisk. And let's get to this. To get your pot and your gloves. We put the lye for last because we don't need the lye right now. We're going to put all our ingredients together, which it is the butters. You're going to put it in the pot, which this is 6 ounces of calendula butter and shea butter, unrefined shea butter. This is 4 ounces, so 6 ounces total of butter. You're going to want to put that in the pot. You're going to melt it. Then you're going to want to put your 9 ounces of coconut butter. You want to make sure it's all 9 ounces. So we put our oils together. This is coconut oil. You're going to want to put all that in the pot too. And now we're going to put calendula butter and avocado oil, in the pot. We're going to put our olive oil in the pot. This is olive oil, not olive oil. So we're going to put this to the side and get it stuff together. This is how all the ingredients you want to put in the pot, which is the oils and the butter. And we're going to put it on our double boiler. And we're going to get to boiling it down so it can melt. This process take about at least 20. You're going to want to turn that on and let that simmer down for 30 minutes. And then I will be back with the rest of the ingredients, which is the lye and the water. And you want to, when it is ready, when I get to it, you want to add the both items together with 110 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how much is Celsius, but it's Fahrenheit for America, so 110 degrees. So I put my stove on, and this is how it's looking. So we will be back. Now it's melting down. I am about to get my lye ready while this melt all the way down. Lye and my water. I'm going to mix my lye and my water. This part you have to be careful, but I have did it before, so you need cover up everything. But you want to add the lye into the water, not the water into the lye, because it could probably blow up. I'm adding my lye, and then you're going to want to stir slowly till it dissolves. You don't want to do it all at once because it could be airborne and it do get hot. This part is hot. And this is where I use my thermometer and see where my oil and my lye, you want that to be the same temperature. So the lye, you have to be very careful because it is airborne and it do get hot. So it is getting pretty airborne. So you want to be very careful. So when this clear and cool down, you want to stir it together. So this is going to take a while to get off. You want to be very, very careful. So what I'm going to do, is cover this up right now and let that cool down for a while. That's going to have to cool down for a good 30 minutes. I'm going to get my thermometer and see what the temperature is like, where my oil is at. My oil is at 160 Fahrenheit. So my solution is at 162. For both, you want it to cool down to at least 110 before you add them together. So we're going to let both of them cool down at the same time and finish letting this butter melt. And if some of them don't melt in the meantime, the solution would melt it both. So we're going to allow this to sit and let it melt before we go further. So I will be checking this later on, and I will be coming back, and I'm going to turn my stove off. So we're going to let the oil cool down in the solution. I'm seeing where the temperature is now. It's still pretty high. This is where you use your thermometer. Still pretty high. Let's see about our oil. Our oil is high too. So they about the same. Temperature 140, so we still have 280. Temperature is down, so I'm going to be mixing the solution together and stirring it for like 2 minutes. My temperature is about 110 Fahrenheit, and I'm going to put my items in there too. And I have my merging blender. You just use this for about 2 minutes. First, you want to pour in the solution slowly, stir it around, pour some more, and put it all together and start stirring before it gets solid. We're going to put 2% of the. And then we're going to blend it a little bit, just adjust a tiny bit. So when it get white, that's when it be done. You see? I'm going to bring it closer so you can see. You don't want to blend it too much because it have air bubbles in there. And that's when I'm going to put my ingredients of it. I'm about to show you. So you want it to look like this. Keep stirring. Blend a little bit. Stir. Not too much yet. You see. Now I put my ingredients in there. I'm just going to stir it around slightly. My turmeric and kojic acid. I'm going to stir it and keep stirring it until I get smooth enough before I put it in my mold. Ingredients in there. Now I am getting my mold. I put my citric acid to calm down the pH. I already put my preservative in here. I stirred it, and I am about to put my vitamin E oil, and I'm gonna just oil the perimeter so it won't be hard when I put it in. You want to do this kind of quick because I already put my sodium lactate in there, and it's going to be stiff. See, like that. You want that type of consistency, kind of like a stiff consistency, but you don't want it to solidify all the way yet. So, and after that, I already mixed my ingredients together. I'm just going to pour it into my solution. So this, I'm going to put to the side. Make sure my solution is already mixed together. All my niacinamide, my ingredients, I'm mixing it all together. I already put the preservative that I am, and I did sodium lactate. Sodium lactate just make sure the soap get hard, and you're going to leave this for 24 hours before it's solid up. And this is the turmeric and kojic acid soap. So this is how it's looking so far, and I am going to get this because I have a little left to make just probably one soap. Yep. And I'm gonna pour the rest in here. And what I am going to do is making sure all of it in there. And if you want to make a design, which turmeric kojic acid soap really don't need one, you could spread it around. When it get firm, it's still kind of too liquid. It's liquefied right now, and we're gonna let this sit for 24 hours, and you have to cover it up. So I'm gonna show you. So this is what it's looking like in the mold. Now I had one extra one over there, and this is the type of soap you cannot use for 4 to 6 weeks. I am going to leave it right there, but I'm going to also cover it up with a towel and saran wrap. So this is how it looks so far. It's still kind of soft. It's not as hard. It haven't been 24 hours. It's only been about 12, and my loaf is still developing, but I'm gonna keep it in there for another 24 hours, and it still smells like fresh chemical, so it did not solidify yet. So this is the top of my loaf. It looked like this because I had to reblend it, but hopefully it's solid up in the next, I might keep it in for another day because it's not as hard yet. They haven't solid up, but this type of soap would not be ready until about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and this is how it look. This is the single bar that I had did, and this is the loaf. It would give me 12 bars. And thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and comment.